Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time and obviously you're all here from the title of today's video, and this video is all about working in retail and retail rage as we like to call it. And I am lucky enough to work with my best friends in retail and we have quite a laugh. But we also hate it as well. So anyway, I actually came up with this video idea at work, and me and my friends made lists on till roll from the tills about what annoys us in retail, and I thought I'd share it with you guys as I couldn't find a video on the internet and I think it would be pretty funny. So I'm just going to get started. First one, and it's not like that big of a deal, but for us, where me and my friends are normally placed on the kiosk and people come, it's 10 items or less, and one thing that annoys us about this is people that expect you to pack their bags, and I don't know why, but it's so annoying. Like, they ask for a bag and you give them the bag and they just look at you and it's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll pack it. It's not my job, but I'll pack it for you. Fine. This really grinds my gears. I know that my friends find it annoying as well, is when customers don't say hi. And for me, when a customer walks up to me, I'm always like, hi, all right? And when they ignore me, like when they completely ignore me, I'm literally like, cool, I don't exist. And I know my friends feel the same way as well. So I think that has got to be up there as one of the most annoying things. It's like, you could at least say hi. This one's not really like annoying and it doesn't bother me like loads, but when people call me by my name, like people I've never met call me by my name and they're like, oh thanks Lauren, I'll say hi Lauren, and I'm literally like, hi. I mean, it's not annoying, it's just a bit weird, I guess. Like, I'm wearing a name badge, but I don't know, it's just weird. Oh my god, this one is so annoying, and I know my friend Emma finds this really, really annoying as well. So this is when customers come over to you when they can clearly see that you're doing something, and this happens countless times when, like, I've been doing the bins or Emma's been cleaning the bins or something, and then customers come over and they put their basket down and they just look at you and it's like, can't you see that I'm doing something? But they still insist, they still put their basket down and they still insist that you serve them instead of finishing what you're doing. But whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, it's just annoying, like, and people assume, like, I went behind the kiosk to get something and, like, people are, like, putting their baskets down. I'm like, I'm not serving on this till, like, go away. Again, this one, it's not really, like, that annoying, but it's when people don't ask for everything at once. Like, obviously, I always work behind the kiosk and so do my friends. So, for us, when people ask for something, so they'll like pack all their shopping and then they'll be like, oh, can I have some fags? And I'll get them. And then they're like, oh, can I have a lottery for tonight? So then I get that. And then they're like, oh, can I have a scratch card as well? And I'm literally like, ask me for everything at once, like, and then I can just do everything rather than me getting something, coming back being like, oh, that's total. And then they ask for something else and I'm literally like, oh my god, just ask for everything at once, please. It makes my life so much easier. Oh my god, right. If you've ever been in the co-op, I think all co-ops have like the same baskets, but they're like they only fit one way, like together. So obviously, like, if your basket's that way, you can't put it in like a different way. And what really annoys me, I don't even know why, but it's when people put their basket in the wrong way and they try and force it down, and I'm like, it's not gonna go, you've put it in the wrong way. Like, you've literally just put it in the wrong way and you're trying to force it down. It's not gonna work, it's not gonna happen. And then I take it out and I like spin it around and put it in the right way and they're like, oh, sorry! And I'm like, oh, it's okay. Like, kind of similar to that one is when because like we've got like a little ledge that our baskets sit on, and it's when people like don't lift their basket into the other baskets and they like push with their basket, they push the other baskets off like into me, and I'm literally like, I will put it in there, like just put it in there. Okay. This one, customers can't read. Now, like, I know that's such a basic point, but for so long, one of our tills was cash only, and we had about 4 signs on this till saying cash only, this till's cash only, like, read, it's cash only. And people would come over and, like, I'd scan all their shopping, and then I'm like, oh, that's like £12.80 or however much it is. And they'll get their card out and they're like, and I'm like, and I point it at the sign and I'm like, this till's cash only. And they're like, oh, I didn't see that. And I'm like, there's 4 great big massive signs on this till. It's just annoying, like, it's like, when I do ask, I remember I asked this customer once, I was like, oh, are you paying cash? And they're like, yeah, I can read. And I was like, yeah, most people can't. It's just so annoying. And as well as they can't read, they also can't listen. Like, like when on Boxing Day, me and Emma were working, and our tills, our lovely, trustworthy tills, decided to, all their card readers stopped working, and I don't know why, they just did. And for so long, and so we put an announcement out, and it was like, this is a customer announcement, all our card machines have gone down, therefore the store is cash only. There is a cash point outside. And people were coming up like trying to tap, and I'm like, oh my god, can you not listen? I was like, all our card readers have gone down. Like, open your ears. Oh my god. Okay, so this one I think most people can agree with, and it is annoying because it's not our fault, but we, till people, shop floor people, we get blamed for the low stock. And this especially happens in the kiosk when there's no cigarettes or that type of cigarette that people want, and we get blamed for it. And I'm like, I don't do the order, I don't order what we need. Like, it's not my fault, I literally just work here. And I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, but we always get blamed for it, and I'm literally like, it's not my fault. And they're like, no, I know it's not your fault. And I'm like, well, stop blaming me for it then, like. And I'm like, we've got like a little book, and I'm like, you can write in there, and they're like, oh no, don't worry. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so this one again is not like, it's not that annoying, but it's like everyone says it, and then it's like, oh my god. So we always ask our customers if they want the receipt or not, because 9 times out of 10 no one has a receipt. And if you're just buying like lottery or cigarettes or like one item, like, unless you keep record of your stuff, like, no one really wants a receipt for that stuff. So I always ask, because the till gives us an option to ask as well. So we're always like, would you like your receipt? And if people say no, and they're like, no, they're like, as long as you don't stop me on the way out. Like, no, everyone knows you that you've paid, like, you're a little old lady, we're not going to stop you on the way out. And I don't know why, but so many people say it, it's so common, and it's just like, oh my god. Right, this one really grinds my gears, and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, because everyone thinks I'm wrong. So, when someone asks me something, I tell them, and then they say, can I speak to a manager? And I'm like, and I tell them again, and they're like, yeah, but can I speak to a manager? And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go and get the manager. And then the manager says exactly what I've said, and they're like, oh, right, okay. And I'm literally like, I remember this one time, so on our building, we've got a cash point at the end of it, but the cash point is nothing to do with our shop, and it's nothing to do with us. Like, it's not our cash point. And someone came over and they said, I've just put my card in the cash point, I've asked like for money, I've gone through the whole process, and it's not giving me any money. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, it does this quite a lot, like it's probably out of money or something. I was like, you'll have to call your bank because the cash point is nothing to do with us. And she went, yeah, but I've gone through the whole process, I want to get my money. And I'm like, and then she was like, can I speak to a manager? And I was like, you can, but it's not our cash point, like you'll have to ring your bank. It says at the end of the transaction, no money has been taken out your account and it's nothing to do with us. Yeah, okay, but can I speak to a manager? And I'm like, fine, I'll go get the manager. So I got a manager and they were like, yeah, it's nothing to do with us, you'll have to ring the bank. And she was like, oh, right, okay. And I literally stood there like, I was literally stood there like, I've just said that. But it's just annoying, like, people don't listen to CSAs, and it's just so annoying that people don't. And then they hear exactly the same thing from the manager and they're like, oh yeah, okay, fine. And I'm like, like I said, we work in the kiosk, and obviously there's only 2 of us in there because it's a like 2-person kiosk. So there's a till here and there's a till here, and people queue like out there. And the thing that annoys me is when people don't come over. Like, I finished serving a customer and then kind of wait, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, are you coming? And then they're like, oh, can I come here? And I'm like, you're in the queue to come here, like, what? But I don't know. And also when people ask if I'm open or if I'm working, and I'm like, I'm stood behind a till serving customers, like, common sense. Like, of course I'm open, I'm stood behind a bloody till, for God's sake. But okay, so this next one may not bother some people with brains, but it definitely bothers me. And I think it's just because I always look really stupid after. So this is when customers, if it's like £12.20 something, so £12.20, and they give you a £20 note, right? So then I've pressed £20 on the till and the till opens. And then they're like, oh, I've got the 40p or something. And I'm like, or they give me like a 50p. And I'm like, I've already opened the till. Now I have to work out what the difference is because you've messed it up by giving me 50p to try and make it easier. And I'm literally standing there and I look so stupid because I'm like, I can't do maths. I'm not very good at maths. And the till does it for me. But I'm literally like, oh my god. Like, if they give me the right, if I've already pressed it and it's like 12:04 and they give me like 20, so then I've pressed 20, and then if they give me the 4p, like, I can work that out. That's not hard. But it's when they give me like, they're like, oh yeah, I've got the odd, and then they're like, oh, I've only got 20p, and it's be like just something, it'd be like 6p or something, and I'm literally like, I can't work that out. And then people, what's most embarrassing is like customers actually tell me how much it is, and I'm like, oh my god, how embarrassing. Oh god. And okay, so this is my last point that really annoys me, and I think this is just general manners and general audacity for people behind the till. Like, I'm not there out of choice, like, I'm there because I need to earn money. And when a customer comes up to me, I always say, hi, you alright? And when people come up on their phones, talking on the phone, that is the most annoying thing. I think this is my top retail rage moment, when people are on their phones. And I don't care. It's like I'm not even there. It's like I don't matter. And I'll be like, hi, you alright? Nothing. And I'm like, do you want a bag? Nothing. So then I don't give them a bag, and then I'm like, oh, that's however much. And they're just like tapping. And then it's like when they start whispering to you, like to me, whilst they're like on their phone, and I'm like, just hang up the phone, talk to me for 2 minutes and then ring them back or something. Like, it's not that difficult, it's just common courtesy. And okay, fair enough, if you've come over, you've said hi, I've asked if you wanted a bag, you've done it, and then your phone starts ringing in between. And they're like, I'm so sorry, I've got to take this. And I'm like, yeah, fine, no worries, no problem. It's just when people come over on their phone, and that's when they expect you to pack their bags, and it's just rude. It's just very rude. And it just makes me so annoyed, like so angry, to the point where I don't even like talking to people on the phone, and 9 times out of 10 I don't anymore. And what really gets me is when I ask if they want a bag and they don't reply, because obviously they're on their phone, they don't want to listen to me. And then afterwards they're like, after they've paid, they're like, can I have a bag? And I'm literally like, I did ask if you wanted a bag, but you're too busy on your phone. So that's that done. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. This is a bit of a different video. It's a retail rage, obviously, as you just seen. So this is the things that we find annoying in retail, so let me know what you guys find annoying in retail. Everything, my social media is all down below, so do what you do. And if you've got any more points or whatever, be sure to let me know, I'd love to hear. So yeah, these are just the general things that I hate about retail, and I know my friends hate about retail as well. So be sure to let me know, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't checked out the last one, links down below as well. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!